we met in the European dance community. For me, for example, it took a long while until I went to marathons because I didn't like the idea so much of the marathons. And at some point, I didn't have enough challenges in my own town. So I thought, okay, I need to go somewhere where people are passionate about tango. I couldn't go to Buenos Aires so often. So I gave in and I decided, okay, I will go to marathons. And I started going to marathons very late when the marathon moment was over. So I got to meet the whole crowd all at once. And in the big scenes, the Neapolitan crowd is very, very loud and I love it. So I kind of entered there. So Gianpiero, for me, my first memory of him is in Berlin Marathon 4 years ago. I think it was 4 years ago. You were there? So we didn't talk so much and we have friends in common, but I remember seeing him, and of course, I mean, I would be blind if I didn't see his qualities, so I saw him, but we didn't have interaction. And then we met in another big marathon, which is La Latina, the first La Latina. And I actually met one of his best friends first, Pepe. And I think it's Pepe who introduced us. For me, that's how I live it. And that's where we danced first, I think.
Then we had the chance to work together in a festival in Sicily, and after that 1 or 2 years passed, but we remembered that experience as a good one. So actually it's nice, it's funny that you say it, because I would say that again for Pepe, yes, it was that we started to work together, yes, because
Pepe did it all. Thank you, Pepe.
He's a dancer, and he was going to go to Paris for a performance, and I was free, and I wanted very much to go with all the friends in Paris. So there were some organizers in Paris that asked me for to come there for a performance, and actually I am very grateful for them. They are the La Dolce Vita organizers, because maybe 1 week earlier I called them and I say, look, I'm coming, do you want a show? And they organized it perfectly. It was a long weekend in Paris. Again, a very lucky occasion. Paris was packed of tangueros of very high level and from all over because of that weekend. And we had with Maria, I called Maria and I said, look, I'm gonna come in Paris.
Are you free on Saturday?
Are you free? Are you free? Are you free this weekend? Let's have a show. And we organized the show. I arrived one day before. We practiced a little bit, and we had this show that somehow communicated something to people. And that night, the Milonga was completely full. And from the same night, people, I don't know why, they went crazy about our, for sure not quality, but probably the interaction that we had. And they say, you have to dance together. And they invited us for maybe 2 or 3 other events. Each of them went well, and we started to have invitations, but we never planned to be a couple. So one day, like 6 or 7 months later, I looked at Maria and said, Maria, looks like we are a tango couple. So we just assumed it when it was, again, already happening.
And yeah, I mean, I take it as a gift because it's something that escaped us from the start. Then, of course, you get to know each other. You check if it functions, humanly speaking. But the fact that the public chooses you as a combination is a gift, because sometimes you want so much and it doesn't work. Sometimes you just let it happen and people pick it up and make it something. So it's this thing with the public that we have, that we very much feel honored about it. It's not given. It's something that we're still very moved about. Yeah.